Here we are with the review on the Simpson Clean Machine 3400 PSI model. This model flows 2.5 gallons per minute. It comes with 4 nozzles from 0 degree to 15 degree, 40 degree, and then 1 for the soap. This is the budget version of the MegaShot, and they achieve this by using a proprietary engine versus using a Honda engine. So this is coming from in-house at Simpson. You get a quick disconnect to be able to pop your nozzle in and out, and there's a storage space up top. Also comes with a pretty sturdy pressure hose to handle the 3400 PSI that the unit puts out. It has a little bit less flex than normal, or what I'm used to, but it's still super solid. You can easily maneuver it around. The unit itself comes with this cool little Velcro strap to help hold the hose up, which I really like a lot. Helps keep everything kind of maintained and packed together. Just want to make sure that you wrap the hose up well so it doesn't sit on any hot parts, like the engine or the pump or the exhaust. Just get everything out of the way so you don't melt the hose and cause any damage or weak spots in it. If you watched our previous unboxing video, when we put all this together, there was this center screw here, or the screw that you see in the center of your screen here, was kind of put in sideways. And I'm gonna assume that was just because of like a rush in assembly, getting it out from the factory. It went in fine eventually, but I did have to get a T30 star bit socket and with my impact drill and just yank it out so I could set the wand holder bolt, which goes right here and through, screws in on the back. I couldn't get the bolt in the right spot because this metal cover that contains your nozzle holders and also the hose holder, that was covering over where the bolt needed to go. This bolt was in crooked. Everything else was fine. They all came out easily. They all went back in easily. It took me maybe an extra 5 minutes, if that. And most of that was involved with going to find the T30 socket, because if you're like me, no matter how well you organize stuff, you will lose star bits for some reason. They never really hang out in the same spot. This is the wand that it comes with. It's got a good solid extension on it. Good bit of reach. This swivel joint here is pretty nice. It feels good in the hand. They do say that the handle has been ergonomically designed, and you can see kind of the curvature in the hand grip. My hands are pretty decent size. I don't have excessively large hands or anything, but it feels like a big bit of a grip. Like I wear a size large glove. So it feels slightly larger than what I would want. My hand does kind of hurt after a while of using it. About 15 minutes into it, just the vibrations in and of itself get really into the muscles of my hand and kind of make it cramp up, but it's not a bad feeling. It's a plastic trigger handle. It's got some movement to it. It doesn't feel exceptionally sturdy at the price point for this machine, which is around $369.99 online right now. This is a home use machine. It's not super professional. It does have a lot of features and power, but you know, they're gonna have to skimp somewhere. And I think material here is kind of where there's certain areas they're gonna skip that will make it easier to reduce cost. And the plastic in the handle and the trigger mechanism is going to be one of those. The trigger squeeze could be a little bit better defined, but it generally works well. It doesn't feel super comfortable. It just is kind of shaped, and I'm assuming that's where they're coming from with their ergonomic design aspect that they're putting on this. It doesn't take very long for the hand to feel kind of tired. It's very plastic feeling. You can see the looseness here. It works. It's as good as any other home pressure washer that you're going to have. It just doesn't feel amazingly high quality. And then there's also this lock, which stops it from accidentally spraying, which, great, I guess if you have kids that want to run around and squirt this thing, but it takes like zero work to get it out of the way. It almost feels like it's kind of useless. I'm sure it will, if you're really worried about getting spray somewhere else. I mean, it doesn't, you can squeeze on it real hard, it doesn't want to go anywhere, but just the action of lightly touching it will have it to where it goes right back into the spot. It does lock up in there, that's kind of cool, but overall, the gun itself, my hand kind of gets tired after maybe 15 minutes squeezing on it. Not too bad, but it's not the best. We have run this unit through some tests. So far, I did the driveway, which had years of dirt and grime built up on top of it. And we blew through my little single car driveway I got out here in about, I'd say under an hour with a 15-degree tip, just so we could have some power and a little bit of distance. It knocked everything off, except for the oil stains, but those have been sitting here for forever before we bought this home, so I doubt those are gonna come out with those wouldn't come out with a pressure washer anyway. But driveway is super bright now and looking really good. We're gonna give this a go on the siding as well. I've got some soap to be able to knock off some of the mold on the side of the house that's been growing and pollen that's caught up there. Then we're going to see how it works with that. This is the siphon tube that comes with the pressure washer when you purchase it. This end here, we're going to stick into the barb that's on top of the water pump on the pressure washer. This end goes into the tub of soap. All right, we're going to push the hose onto the barb at the pump. And then we're going to take this filter end, unscrew the lid, push this down into the soap. The negative pressure created of the water going past the valve is going to suck soap up this tube and into the stream of the pressure washer post pump. So the water comes out of the pump, and that's where the soap is added in. So the soap's not rolling around all inside the pump. Afterwards, we're going to run water through this to clear all of that out. That way, the soap doesn't dry up inside of the valve, and you can continue to keep running soap through. Super important to clean the stuff out of the valve. Okay, cool, so last test, I've got this, it's kind of like a valve cover on engine project I'm working on. It just needs a good solid cleaning. I've got this thing pulled apart and I wanted to, I got it soaked in degreaser, and it just really needs to get the 20 plus years of grime off of it. So let's see how well the pressure washer works at knocking off some of this gross, nasty stuff. It should be pretty quick. This way, I got nothing to worry about, so let's have a look. It did clean it up quite a bit. That's super cool. There are some areas on here that are just, it's older corrosion that I'm probably gonna need to hit with vinegar and to really get this to brighten up, maybe some Aluma Bright. But beyond that, it's nothing that the pressure washer didn't do, so sweet, job done. Also, I did break out my handy dandy laser thermometer, just to show you guys what the case temperature was, exhaust temperature was, so you know how hot it runs. Don't touch it when it is hot, it's super hot. All right, overall review on this. I like the unit a lot. This is Simpson's budget version of their MegaShot line. It's got a little bit different frame setup that's more upright and compact for storage. I like the MegaShot, which is our #1 pressure washer for home use on our top pressure washers for 2023 list. If you want to see that, we'll link the video as well. But so with it being compact, the handle is more upright. It's a little bit awkward carrying it around or maneuvering it around, whereas with the MegaShot, it's lower and lean back, so it's a little more like a wheelbarrow. It just feels easier to pick up and maneuver around. Most of their cost savings come in using their own engine versus using a Honda-based platform in MegaShot. Right now, the price difference is really small. I'll link below on Amazon. There's a lot of MegaShots that are going for $399 new. This clean machine retails for $369 new. For $30 more, you get the top rated pressure washer that we've put on our top 10 list for 2023. You get more tips and a little bit better ergonomic setup for when you're moving it around. Reliability wise, like this thing, the clean machine starts right up every time. It comes with everything you need. It's if you're not going to use your pressure washer a ton and you just want a really good pressure washer, the clean machine, if you can get one easily more than the MegaShot, get the clean machine. It's a good unit. Everything on there works pretty well. I wouldn't say that there's anything too terribly wrong with it. It's incredibly powerful for the unit that it is, 3,400 PSI. I've been using like a 20-year-old Troy built that's only had 2,500 PSI and it's taken care of everything I've ever needed. This was a whole lot more, so that was pretty cool. But all right, thoughts and opinions on the Simpson Clean Machine 3,400 PSI pressure washer. It's a super killer unit if you just need to do stuff around the house and you want something with a little bit more power than what you're gonna get out of an electric unit. It is easy to use. You can move it around. It comes with pretty much everything you need to take care of anything around the house. Siphon system works great, so it applies to it really easy. The only issue that I had was besides the trigger that I just kind of don't like, it doesn't feel really good in my hand. We also have the issue with the screw coming, but I'm pretty sure that's just a one-off thing. I doubt it's going to be on everything. It just looks like an issue of quick assembly at the factory. And beyond that, I've noticed that when I go to change the tips, they feel like they seat, but they don't seat all the way well. So just double check. If you're looking at this, just make sure you put the tip in all the way. It could just be weird tolerances on whatever quick disconnect they got. But it's an issue that I've seen happen multiple times, and I'm not going to put it past user either. I could honestly just not be pushing it in far enough and think that it's locked, but it will make you think that it's locked in and it won't be. So make sure the quick disconnect is really locked in when you switch the tips out. But beyond that, I mean, it runs and starts every time. Setup was a breeze. I was done in 10 minutes out of the box. I'd absolutely recommend this pressure washer to anybody who wants a gas pressure washer versus an electric. This is handle a whole lot more work. It's got a lot of power behind it. It's about almost 1,000 more PSI than what my standard gas pressure washer is that I've been using for 10 years now, and you can really feel it. That'll wrap our review on the Simpson Clean Machine 3,400 PSI pressure washer. If you got any more questions, check us out over at pressurewasher.com for tons of different reviews and articles about pressure washing. And keep an eye peeled on this channel for more reviews and more tips and tricks when it comes to pressure washing. Have a great day.